general election, and of course Bill 7. We can't run away from the elephant in the room. And to discuss those pertinent matters, we have Mr. Patrick Samwimbila, who is the UPND Presidential Support Program Director under Conventional Media. Mr. Samwimbila, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, Chomba. Thank you very much. It's a joy to be here.
Yeah.
These beautiful studios.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, we've interacted before.
Yeah,
and
yes.
Today will be another special one.
Yeah.
Good morning, listeners and viewers, those that are following this program. Thank you.
Yeah, good to have you. And just remind our listeners and viewers that we're live on Facebook, on our Power FM page. You can also watch us live on Beats TV channel 92 on Topstar. We're live on in simulcast rather on Power FM Lusaka, which is 91.3, Power FM Kabwe 87.9, Power FM Livingston 102.4, and of course our sister station in Kitwe, Ya FM 89.7. So the whole of the Copper Belt is listening to you, Mr. Samwimbila. So the show is all yours, and once again, good to have you. We'll start off. Tell us, what is the Presidential Support Program? I'm asking because I know there's a PDU, the Presidential Delivery Unit.
Mm-hmm.
Now we've got under the party the Presidential Support Program. Tell us what this is all about.
Thank you very much. The Presidential Delivery Unit, that one falls under the Office of the Republican President.
Okay.
Yes, then the Presidential Support Program, this one is a party program.
Okay.
It's not a government program, it's a party program. It's a unity under the UPND Secretariat, under the Office of the Secretary General. There is a unit, an initiative from the members.
Okay.
You know, UPND is a very, very big organization, very big political party with a lot of experience. So there are so many other operatives within the party, you know, to help grow the party and to help deliver information on the programs that the president of the party, that is President Hakainde Hichilema, is doing from the time he started 4 years ago up to today. So our duty as a media segment of the Presidential Support Program. We are a media segment. You may wish to know that this same Presidential Support Program, during election, very soon I'll be coming here with a slight adjustment to the title. So it will be Presidential Campaign Team Director Conventional Media. So we are a support program to make sure that our sole objective is to root the presidency. To root the presidency simply to mean we need to support Secretariat, we need to support the party going out there, discussing with the people, making sure that the president is really known to each and every Zambian. Even when that one is a child, they must know their president is President Hakainde Hichilema, and they must know what President Hakainde Hichilema is doing for them. Even those that are not yet in the voting age. Of course. So ours is not only about votes, about the voters, it's also about even the young people, about people that one day they will also come and become voters. So as a media unit in the Presidential Support Program, ours is to explain the many developmental programs that President Hakainde Hichilema is fulfilling, and also to do a bit of politics. We talk mainly developmental issues, but when we see that our competitors have gone political on issues that's supposed not even to be political, we'll answer them in a political way as well. So we are a unit that is headed by Ambassador Frank Wadia, who is our Director General under the Presidential Support Program Media Unit. And we work to complement the main media committee that is headed by Media Director Max Mwape. So Max Mwape and our Director General, they work hand in hand. We support the main. You know, when you are like a subsidiary.
Yes.
Okay, so ours is to make sure that the many media programs that our director media at the Secretariat and his team are doing, we are here as a unit to complement that. So, Director General Frank Wada is supported by a team of directors.
Yeah.
I focus on the conventional media to do with radio and TV in most cases.
Yeah.
We have a colleague that is also in digital media. We have others in research. We have others in, measuring popular support.
Yeah.
All that is to make sure that our media information or our messaging is well researched and is well tailored, simplified, to make sure that the citizenry, when we are on radio, when we are on TV, when we are on social media, our messages are as clear as possible, to make sure that people are not misled, because there are so many things the president is doing, but as usual, always in a democracy, the others on the other fence would always want to water down,
of course,
what the leader in State House is doing, so that they gain mileage. But ours is to come and give the correct perspective.
Interesting. That's a good overview of what the Presidential Support Program is. Thank you very much. Now, having said that, so obviously you play a critical role in disseminating information or updates in terms of how far the party and government is doing in implementing the programs.
Yes.
Coming into 2021, the UPND came into power on a 10-point plan. I'm sure you're aware of that. Promised the Zambian people and projected to level the playing field. In your department, can you give us a score of how you've performed in that 10-point plan, especially that we're crossing over into election season?
Yeah, first of all, when you talk about the 10-point plan, actually this time
which I think was a Kwenyu, I think.
Yes, we can even be now talking about a 50 or 100-point plan.
Go ahead, I mean, you have
because
the floor.
Many things have really been scored, and that's why you hear the slogan Kwenyu, because, when you have a plan, or when you have been given an assignment by the Zambian people, as you deliver, just like in school, your lecturers will give you a tick, will give you a tick, will give you a tick, and somewhere else, I used to be a teacher, by the way.
I know.
And I never used to cross, I used to do a question mark.
Is it?
Yeah? So that simply means there is a room for improvement here.
Okay.
I'll tell that student, this is a question mark. There's room for improvement here, but here you've done well, here you've done well, here you've done well. So in a general way, I know we'll go to specifics as we start discussing, that 10-point plan is actually successfully behind our back, and we know we are now going to even many more other areas that we are not even in the 10-point plan. So we can talk about, for example, when the president just came into power, things that he promised to reform the pension scheme, to allow people that have contributed to get at least the 20% of their contribution and do an investment. There are others that just got that and went to do it in their enjoyment. It's their money. But the idea was to allow these contributors to get 20% and do an investment as they continue contributing. And that was a Kwenyu. I'm one of those that got my 20%, and I was excited. And certainly if somebody came and asked me, what did you do with that 20%, I would point at something, see, that's what I got from the 20%. That's what I built from the 20%. So that was a Kwenyu from, empowering the citizen. The president did that and fulfilled that particular promise. One giant promise that falls among those bullet points that is, when we talk about the social and economic sector, we're talking about, first of all, the free education. This one was mammoth. It was huge. And seriously speaking, there was serious noise. The first 2 weeks of just President Hakainde Hichilema being sworn in, the opposition already started. I was one of those. That never believed this free education will be fulfilled, because he really campaigned on this basis of saying people must be empowered, and empowerment, especially for our citizenry, it starts with giving them education. When you give them education, you've given them serious investment, life investment. Okay? When you give them education, you have really touched their rights. You have fulfilled giving the rights of the people, because education is a right.
Yeah.
You would have given them an inheritance, even when somebody, who call themselves, I found colleagues that were calling each other a senior orphan. This one say, I'm an orphan. The other one also, I'm an orphan. But find that their parents allowed them, gave them some treasure, which was education. This is what President Hakainde did in his early days of presidency. He announced there will be free education.
Yeah.
And people are doubted, how will it be done? Today, everyone else is celebrating. Today, even children for the so-called opposition are going to school free.
Yeah.
They're not paying anything.
Let's hold on the free education. We've had a discussion with, I think it was when I was hosting Mr. Gilbert Liswaniso, and he also mentioned the aspect of free education.
Yes.
We had a caller then, Mr. Samwimbila, who called to say, why would you celebrate free education on the flip side? Because of free education, classrooms are now filled and there's not enough furniture, there's not enough teachers. And you being a former teacher, you would know the importance of teacher-pupil ratio in classrooms. How would you then maybe balance that argument from stakeholders that we didn't do enough? Maybe we didn't do enough in terms of having enough furniture and having enough teachers.
I'm always excited to respond to that question.
I know, that's why I wanted to stop you there, that we discuss this issue.
Yes. That is what what we sometimes I call them prophets of doom.
Yeah.
When you want to see someone fail, or when you want to see a program fail, first of all, there was an argument. He can't manage to bring about free education because where will the money come from?
Yes.
There will be no free education. He is just lying. And then free education came. Boom. The next thing, no. There are no classroom blocks. Where will these children sit?
Yeah.
There are no desks. Look at the classes. Look at the pupil-teacher ratio. There are not many teachers. What does the president do? He listened and quietly employed over 40,000 teachers to narrow down that gap between the number of pupils versus the number of teachers.
Correct.
Over 40,000 teachers have been employed within 4 years.
That's another question.
That is actually a remarkable achievement in our country. We need to celebrate.
Yeah.
Imagine if every 4 years we uptake over 4,000, over 40,000.
Yeah.
Every other 2 years, over 40,000. Seriously speaking, there will be no qualified teacher sitting in the streets there doing nothing. So that came to cushion the teacher-pupil ratio.
Yeah.
Okay? Then people cried, no. And there were a lot of, video clips flying around social media showing students sitting on the floor.
Yeah.
What does the president say? Don't worry, this will be handled.
Yeah.
And now the president said, CDF, go into the constituencies. CDF, go and address the desks issue.
Yeah.
And seriously, people had jobs. Cooperatives went flat out to start making desks. Individuals got contracts under CDF to make desks. And the desks now flooded the schools. The children, there was no child now sitting on the floor anymore.
Yeah.
Again, another problem came in. Oh no, look, the classes are too full. Children are sitting outside, and I saw those videos even myself. What does the president say? This same CDF, quickly can you construct classroom blocks at every school that has limited classroom blocks?
Yeah.
And the CDF again happened. So what I saw, the intelligence that I saw in the planning, in the policy planning and policy, policy mix of the UPND, it was outstanding. It was out of this world. Because the free education came with those teething problems.
Of course. Yeah.
Came with those huge, and there were huge problems. They required a planning leadership. And if this leadership was planning centrally, wouldn't have managed to solve that problem. But quickly, President Hakainde said, let's take money to the people. Let's remove money from Lusaka. Okay? Let's take it to the people. CDF was increased. Okay? Increased to a point that I don't know what percentage, from 1.6 million to 36.1 million.
Yeah.
What percentage is that? It's just out of this world.
Yeah.
And then why? Because he knew this CDF, once we increase it like this, it will go into cushion the other policy, which is free education. Okay? Once we employ so many teachers, they will go into cushion the free education. Once we make so many desks, and not imported desks, but locally made. So economies were what can I say? We're refreshed, we're empowered. Every district, every constituency, there was money happening there because people were making desks locally and supplying the ministry. That problem now, that problem is over. I don't see any more videos trending. No, a teacher is teaching, is outside and the pupils are inside. Those videos are not seen anymore. So meaning that those problems that came with the reintroduction, I now use the word the reintroduction. And now imagine, Chomba, how many years passed from the Kaunda time to HH time, where now free education has been brought back. So this program, my dear brother, this program is something that all Zambians must rejoice about. Because when we talk about, people had those arguments, say, no, all these pupils who are sitting on the floor, who are sitting outside, classes are packed. The question those people should be asking themselves, where were those children before HH? Where were they? Now imagine all these many years after the Kaunda free education, the many years that have passed, how many children did we defranchise? How many children did we send out in the streets without giving them education? So where were they? Over 2 million children coming back to school. Where were they? They were kept at home. They were kept in the streets. Now HH loves the nation and brought all these children in the school. So those teething problems are now gone. Right now we are now enjoying quality education. May I just touch the issue? The ministry also didn't end there. The ministry also went to revise the curriculum, so that it's not memorizing curriculum based. No, it's a skills based curriculum. Such that even if a child is not very good at mathematics, must not be condemned, because they can go and learn music and play the saxophone and make their money. They can go and do carpentry and make their money. So those are the skill sets that our curriculum is also enshrining into this particular free education.
Interesting. Now, around the 10-point plan, what would you say with regards the energy sector and achievements around that? Because I think the biggest issue has been the effect of power supply on businesses as well as households. Which will connect to another aspect of the 10-point plan with regards to poverty reduction. How would you marry those two and the effects, negative effect of load shedding over the past 2 to 3 years?
Thank you very much. Just a minute or so, I just conclude on the education.
Please. I know that's your passion.
Free education is also a program to reduce poverty. That's a serious program for poverty reduction. Because you and me, my brother, we are able to get our own jobs and survive is because we had an opportunity to go to school. So free education is an opportunity to reduce poverty. Hence it qualifies there on the 10-point plan. And then the free education did not just happen from primary to secondary. No, it has also been extended to the tertiary education. The bursaries have been expanded. The loan scheme to the students in higher education, in higher learning institutions, have been expanded. Today I proud myself as a member of Munali community, a person that comes from Munali constituency, that the biggest medical university in Zambia, Levi Mwanawasa, is also being put on bursaries now. And we are celebrating our children there, our daughters and sons there, who will also now be on this free education because of the bursaries. Meal allowances were brought back. That is HH for you. Imagine the PF, a party where I belonged, scrapped off the meal allowances. I don't know what thinking was happening there. How? President HH said, no, this we are bringing back. And it was a promise, and he fulfilled it. That was done. Now, it brings me to your question. Energy sector. That is another quenyu. I can tell you, it is already a quenyu. Despite the small, not small, despite the current load shedding problem we are facing. I can assure the Zambians that are listening to me now you can already tick it.
Okay.
It's almost, or it's nearly done.
Justify that. It will be very, very difficult for people to
Yes, yes, I know they'll phone in, they'll tell me the energy sector, you can't quench. Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
That's why I was saying in the beginning that when I was actively a teacher, I was a good teacher, by the way. I always pride myself like that because all students that I've taught, I'm sure some are listening to me now, no one has ever failed.
Yeah.
In my class, no one was failing. Because I believed in, when I see an answer, I would tick those correct one according to my marking key. The other answer doesn't, which is not completely the same as that one on my marking key, I would put a question mark. And why I put a question mark is to give an opportunity to that child to explain what was the thinking for that answer that they put there. So for me, they tried. They are on the right track. What they need is just to perfect that answer to give me the one which is almost the same as what is on my marking key.
Yeah.
So the Zambian people today, I want to tell them that please, on the energy sector, Malaiti, just trust the process. Trust President Hakainde Hichilema. He has never slept on this matter. Except issues like, for example, free education was immediate, because that was a pronouncement and an instruction, and the police quickly changed into gear, and it was easily achieved like that. But the issue of electricity, power, generation, investing in electricity, my brother, is not a one-day thing. So why am I saying a lot is already being done? Let us already tick in advance, because the foundation has been laid. Just like when you want to build a house, the moment you buy your plot, the moment you put your foundation, you put your footings, you start raising the walls, start celebrating, you have built. We need to tick you. Yes, we'll say you still have this portion to go, but we need to tick you. So what I'm saying is, President Hakainde Hichilema promised, and he is still promising, give us 3-4 more years, even if it would have not rained, not even a single drop, Zambia will still survive in terms of electricity because we have diversified. We have diversified. Not that we will diversify, but we have diversified as the UPND government.
Can I challenge you, Mr. Samwimbila, on your information dissemination? Because I'm still going to insist, because we'll have a caller that will call and complain that they are, how can you justify, even if the plans have been put in motion? Why wouldn't you have given proper communication 3 years ago to say, you know, be patient, over the next 2-3 years we'll have a spate of darkness, but there's light at the end of the tunnel in terms of load shedding? Because now I know that even ZESCO announced that by end of December we should have reduced hours of load shedding.
Yes.
People are now saying that it's because we're going to election season, so it's a campaign gimmick. So I would like you to just qualify those sentiments.
Yes. So now here we are. I'm very happy. First of all, why I was saying we must already start clapping for the president is because, believe you me, from the time of Kaunda, we haven't yet seen again which government did a heavy investment like this into the energy sector. Okay? So like I said, when you are investing in the energy sector, it's not a matter of because land has been cleared for a solar plant, then you start seeing electricity coming. No. There must be now at least some good months to do the construction, to do the paperwork, we don't manufacture our own solar panels here. We need to order those solar panels, and a lot. Solar is quite expensive. We need to find the money. But I can assure you, so many plants are now coming up. Okay? Yes, we have managed to commission one, which is 100 megawatts in Chisamba. Okay?
Yeah.
Soon we are commissioning a 50 megawatts in Mansa.
Yeah.
Okay? That is under ZESCO. I'm just talking about ZESCO.
Yeah.
ZESCO again is doing phase 2 of another 100 megawatts in Chisamba. Just recently, ZESCO again launched another 100 megawatts in Southern Province, and then a 35 megawatts in Choma. All these within, I think, the next 6 months, all these will be putting power into the grid. Okay?
Yeah.
Then we have private investors as well. Private investors, we have also Mamba Energy. which was being called Mamba Corrales.
Yeah.
Phase 2, okay, they are bringing on board 300 megawatts. And all these will go into the grid. And all these megawatts I'm talking about, Chomba, they are, calculated to a point that by the end of maybe 2 years from now, we'll have surplus and we'll have to export every now and then.
Good.
Remember, our electricity has been predominantly hydro.
Yeah.
Okay? And Zambia's consumption is just about close to 3,000 megawatts. Or we can say about 2,500, 2,800 megawatts, Zambia's consumption. Okay? But now, once we do more than even 1,000 megawatts, 10,000 megawatts in Zambia, production, and then everyone will have electricity 24/7. Everyone will have electricity 24/7 and will be able to export. So this is just an issue of us requesting the Zambian people. Yes, this power issue is a thorn in the flesh.
Yeah.
And even the president has acknowledged that, has said it again and again, has even apologized to the Zambians. We apologize for the electricity issue because it is affecting businesses, and not only businesses for the people who don't support UPND. No, even our own businesses as UPND.
Yeah.
Even in our own homes, we feel that pain, and we want this to be done. That's why we are saying, if your president has done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 things, and then he has remained with one,
it's still a distinction.
That's a distinction.
Yeah.
90-80% is a good mark, and therefore the Zambian people must continue trusting this president.
Yeah.
Because we have not just sat. He mentioned it. People always refer to when he said it will be like Dubai. Dubai has no rains, but look, they have their power 24/7. Yes. That is where we are getting to.
Yeah.
He didn't say I'll do it overnight, because making up a solar plant cannot be overnight. Core is coming on board. You saw one of the richest sons of Africa, Dangote, getting interested in investing in core energy. So we have core deposits in Zambia, and all those investors, once they come, believe you me, Zambia will have Malaiti Mbwelekete.
Interesting.
In Sinazongo, I think Sinazongo is in the southern province. Yes. There's already a 600 megawatts coming up there. The land has already been cleared, construction has started, and it has been segmented that by April next year, at least 150 megawatts will come into the grid.
Interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we have these. And the last one under energy, which we need also to praise the UPND government, is the open access policy. The open access policy in the energy sector allows you and me, Chomba, to team up, and also once we have a piece of land here, we'll be able to construct a solar plant and sell the power. In those days, it was just ZESCO who were mandated to do what? To generate, distribute power.
Yeah.
But right now, even private citizens, and we've seen so many private citizens who have gone into this business. It's a lucrative business, but it demands your time and seriousness. And with all this coming on board, seriously, the load shedding issue will come to an end.
Yeah.
Finally, the 2 megawatts presidential, energy initiative, constituency energy initiative.
Constituency, yeah.
That one is another game changer. Because this one now, because it's just 2 megawatts, it will not take time to construct and commission. They will be quicker. So imagine each constituency doing a 2 megawatts, and by 156 constituencies, you are already talking about 300 megawatts plus coming into the grid. I think within 4 or 5 months that will be happening. So this thing, that's what I'm saying, let us just clap for the president.
Okay.
Let us clap. The process is happening.
Interesting. Mr. Samwimbila, I think I have a lot of questions, but before I go there, I would like to just tell our viewers and listeners that to open phone lines because I'd like them to join the conversation. But before we do, I like that you've been open to state that you are also, into 2021, you are PF.
Yes.
But now you are, in the UPND. So I'll ask this question as we wait for callers to come through. Under PF, you supported Bill 10. And now, obviously, you're in support of Bill 7 under UPND. I would like you to distinguish the two bills in terms of processes. Which process would you say had more embraced inclusivity. As we wait for, just as you answer this, I'll also ask the callers to get ready to start calling in. For Airtel, 0979 192 485. For Zamtel, 0955 997 997. But as we wait for the callers, because there will be plenty, I'd like you just to state your position. Because right now, we can't run away from the fact that Bill 7 and subsequent constitutional amendment are not basically the biggest talking points right now in the public. But what is your view, having had an issue of Bill 10 when you were in government under PF, and now Bill 7?
Thank you very much, Chomba. I want actually to put it on record that I participated personally in the National Dialogue Forum.
Okay.
That brought to light the Bill 10.
Yeah.
And I participated not as a PF member. By then, actually, I was not yet in PF.
You were still
I was not yet even, I was still a civil servant. I was not yet even in politics.
You were still a teacher.
I participated as, I was privileged as I was a commissioner under the Zambia Law Development Commission.
Yeah.
And I was representing the Zambia Law Development Commission in national, it was called the famous NDF, National Dialogue Forum. And in there, I seriously stood up. You know, others even mistook me to be a lawyer at that time because I was representing a law institution, a law reform institution. So I stood up objecting to issues, for example, of bringing back the deputy ministers. I was categorical on that one. And in our thematic group, by the way, our chairman then was Sakwiwa Scott. He knows. I was in our group, you know, we were put into groups, to go into rooms, then come and present. There in our group, I shot down the issue of bringing back deputy ministers. Another issue that I shot down there, having been a civil servant myself, I protected the issue of, look, how do you remove retirees from the payroll before you pay them their dues? There was a very funny proposal. Okay, the argument was that the payroll was bloated, was full, because people had not been removed from the payrolls in order to employ other people. But the question is that who is keeping them there? You are keeping, the law keeps them there because government has not paid them. Imagine a civil servant that works for you 50 years. They are working in civil servant, dedicating their time for the government. Then they have retired. Instead of you giving them their package, we thank you for your work done. Please, here is your package and go. You don't pay them. And then you remove them from the payroll. You send them on the streets as destitutes. Many died of depression before the drafters of the law brought that particular item. So when Bill 10 came with some of those clauses, I personally didn't agree. I personally didn't agree. But you know, they say in those days, people supported and voted. And the MPs then, you know, those that the PF MPs that were in the NDF, they were even campaigning, no, let us bring back deputy ministers, because they wanted positions.
Of course.
But personally, I said no. So those are some of the articles that were seriously wrong in Bill 10. And there are many of them. I can list those that were wrong. There were also good articles in there, but you know, a bill comes packed.
Of course.
And in that time, the people and the UPND then in the opposition, they were criticizing 1, 2, 3, 4. They point at the articles. And you know, it had so many articles that they wanted to adjust or to amend in the Constitution. But today we are challenging people. I am in the UPND. We are challenging people to say, when you say Bill 7 is bad, can you point to the clauses or to the articles that are in Bill 7 that you are not comfortable with? They are not coming up with any. Today, this morning, before I came to this program, I was listening to my friend, Binwe Mpundu, was trying to cite some of the mischief that he feels are in Bill 7. And you know what he was citing? It was laughable. I didn't really see the intelligence there. You know, the drafters of the law in our current constitution said if one wants to run for election as a member of parliament or councillor, like we are going to the general election next year. As an independent, they should have been not belonging to any party at least 2 months before election. That is what the Constitution says. But there is a suggestion to amend that one, to read at least 2 months before nominations, not before elections. So then he's arguing with that. For me, the drafters there missed it, because when you say 2 months before elections happen in August, nominations happen around May. Already, you can see that 2 months before elections is campaign time.
And independent is already disqualified.
Yes,
if they want to leave a party.
Yes, 2 months before election is actually meaning it's way over even nominations.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the drafters were thinking at that point. So here it's clarifying it. Before people even file nominations for an election, that person that wants to run as an independent, they should have been not related to any party or belonging to any party at least 2 months before those nominations for that particular election. So for me, that's the correct thinking.
Okay.
So we want people to come up to say Bill 7 has this mischief. Bill 7 has this hidden clause that we want to straighten. Then we'll be able to discuss.
So in your view, there's nothing
as educated people.
In your view, even in as much as you said that Bill 10, at least when UPND was in opposition, they were pointing out specific clauses.
Yes.
The reverse now is not happening.
It's not happening. Even NGOCC.
Yeah, they are speaking generally.
They are speaking generally. But I quoted my sister Beauty Katebe saying the content is good. What we are just against is the process. So,
okay. So I know that there's an issue of delimitation.
Yes.
And I know also that under PF you did aspire to be Mnali constituency member of parliament.
Yes.
So you obviously have an idea of what a delimitation would do on the positive side for very huge constituencies. What I have been seeing though is that the constituencies to be delimited are not known. Is that true, Mr. Samwimbila? Only the UPND know these constituencies.
No. You know, this actually it's not a UPND activity.
Yeah.
Delimitation is an ECZ activity. Okay? I'm privileged to know I'm an all-round, by the way.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm an all-round in the governance issues because I've had an opportunity to be in the civil society. I was leading an organization as a young man in the civil society. NGOs, I have done that work. Coming to electro-related work, I have done that work because on part-time, I've worked with the Electoral Commission for over 10 years. Yeah? I was a trainer of trainers countrywide under ECZ.
Yeah.
So this is a role of the ECZ to determine which constituencies must be delimited. That one is not a role of the executive.
Which report where ECZ did in
yes, and at the right time, you know, these things of governance, they have processes.
Yeah.
For example, we were just doing voter registration. Whilst we are at the stage of voter registration, can you demand for the voters' roll? The new voters' roll, you can start saying, oh, give us the new voters' roll. The answer is no. That is stage for you to be given the voters' roll will come. Then there will be inspection for the voters' roll. And at the time that now they are done with inspections and all errors, typo and clerical errors are corrected, you can now start asking, can you give us the register, the new register? So these are processes. So even this delimitation, the process is on. The report to show which constituencies will be divided into two.
Or proposed to be divided.
That report will be given to the Zambian.
But why not the other way around? People are scared that without sight of that report, and then they vote for Bill 7, then the report comes out, it will be too late if they find that...
Why are they scared? It's Zambia that was being divided.
Okay.
It's constituencies in Zambia. It's not constituencies coming from another country. So why are they scared? Why are they scared?
Okay.
Why should they be worried? Because these constituencies, by the way, I was on television, should be yesterday or the other day. Somebody was saying they have heard rumors that these constituencies that will be divided, they will be for UPND. So I said, wow, if that is the thinking, then I can rejoice that, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
They will give us those constituencies. But that is not the case. The issue is that when a constituency, just like even the existing constituencies now, which are 156, after parliament is dissolved, they're up for grabs for anyone. They don't belong to anyone. So even the new ones that will be added, they don't belong to PF, they don't belong to Socialist Party, they don't belong to UPND, they don't belong to CF. Okay? These are constituencies of Zambia. every political party in Zambia, every citizen in Zambia can choose to go and contest. And you know the beauty about a member of parliament? A member of parliament is not restricted that they must just live in that particular constituency. From here, Lusaka, you can go and contest in Chadiza, you can go and contest in Kaputa, you can go and contest in Namwala, you can go and contest in Chavuma. Anywhere, you are free to go and contest. You are a citizen.
Yeah.
Yes, if you have what it takes. So why are people worried? Why are they not worried about the 156? Because those 156 will become vacant by end of April into May. Parliament will be dissolved.
Yeah.
Those 156 constituencies will become vacant, and they're up for grabs for anyone. Anyone, and can I encourage all the Zambians, if you feel you want to join on the race, these new constituencies that will come, they are for all of you. They are not for UPND. Even President Hakainde Hichilema will have no powers to make sure that those should come to UPND. No, you just need to work hard and win.
All right.
So there shouldn't be any fears. Bill 7 is as clean, is as transparent like a white paper.
Okay.
Yes, it's just like this. It's as plain as a white paper, very clear. Even grade 7 child can read and understand. Okay. Because there are no hidden clauses there.
Yeah, interesting. Mr. Samwimbila, I'll ask you maybe to put on your headsets as we now get callers in. For those interested to call, please call on 0979 192 485 or 0955 on Zamtel, 0955 997 997. We've got a caller right now. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Mr. Moderator. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. We have Mr. Patrick Samwimbila, who is a UPND Presidential Support Program Director, Conventional Media, with us on the Political Podcast. Tell us your name and where you're calling us from.
Tuarumba. This is Mulenga, the voice of Rubemba. Samwimbila mlishani mkwai.
Awa trofia wino mkwai varishani mkwai.
Mpandurula kabotu. Muleiro ndorola wino constitution.
Okay.
You know, abantu beba bali bino nchitemfula naye ambukuloka. Echo abantu benga posa kosana amano ne mukulima nokwalafu membuto na fertilizer not iliashiria constitution. Because para constitution yasikamtala tapali winga isamu na naiya. Naipita. And don't worry, because abantu balera ndempia shala afuma kuisesho mkarapera. Ero ndebe kushokwe bati, mwaikushe mpia koshikara afumesha kupera ma MP. Ingero mware panga ama district, because ama district yato bale yachike development. Bale manga, makanso, offices, ama DC offices, nama offices ya shala. Ama infrastructure, district yo mwapangire, kuli ama infrastructure. Imo mulenje bati mpia shafuma kwesi. Impia because ishingi pakwe bati mupange fye bwino district mubike skulu afyonse. Nomba ulenje besha kwa MP nono zwa nali mbishire ingira ngona nango nyikuteni. Abantu no tuwebe nyama constituency yo mwala futula. Yatutakaze efyo. Raisi zeti nga bamye ba ma constituency bala futula. Ninshiba kita abuse constitution mulani. Because so far not quite ama constituency ali 156. Ero nomba ikintu kyatira tukiri mu parliament. Bayisize eti bamyebe nishi ala bapero mulando. Lolele nitiri ya constitution bill 7 iri mu parliament. Ngayapita. Ero bayisize eti baramyebe shishi ya planum. Ivyo mulera ndati nshikata kuli ngaiwe ukwebera zo nshikata kuli nani. Because insteko ilisana nga mwalole cha ama constituency ya akali haya. Ama constitution baye MG bapangire constitution amendment during election general election. Same na ba unit same na ba PF nomba ifo to my election next year to ayamba ino start kuli era na beba no muchibemba tulanda tibuliro wikwite wenga na mfuku kwite kabya mukulala. Ifo nangu ni 04 bwali twalaalolera paka bana ero twalali. Because ero baranja kiseni muchite participate. Twali ya kumulungu shine nali yabebo kwebati. Kumye chikuno den part. Chichema lole chakula sana chirefaika mu chiputule. Chikanchibya mu chiputule. Muputule chikaputa chirunte chakulisha chinsari eka umufati chinsari constituency. Lusaka province ya chepa in constituency imo. Nangu Malole constituency Lusaka district ya chepa. Olo Lusaka province ya chepa. Nombo muntu kuti abomba shani. Even kuisande chanda kuraku ine kukanchibia. Chikanchibia chikuru sana. Lusaka province ya chepa. Not Lusaka district, but Lusaka province ya chepa.
Yeah. Wamlenga, thank you.
So in conclusion, let them to conclude.
Yes, sir.
So, Vamdala Gazafin na Chambelia Shukweva, Tifla na Yambokulo, Katrain, Tushte Prepare, I for to Alalina, Constituents, Priya Constitution, Bill 7. Panata Pariwinga just stop. Even if a president, 30 by 30 vets, Yadi Yakaleva Mdala, Tapariuka Samuna. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Mlenga. We have another caller. Good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Okay, we've lost that caller. Let's pick up this other call. Good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Yes, sir. Please go ahead. Tell us your name and where you're calling us from.
Thank you so much. You are speaking to Siame calling within Lusaka.
Mr. Siame from Lusaka. Please be quick with your contribution or question to Mr. Patrick Samwimbila.
Honorable Samwimbila, good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. How are you, Siame?
I'm fine, thank you. Long time.
Oh, good to hear. I'm here, thank you.
Indeed. Anyway, I think the issue of the Constitution amendment, we should not hide in the name of no, we want to delimitate certain constituencies. They are vast. Which vast are they talking about? First of all, what determines the vastness of the constituency? Let us not forget that we are talking about some constituencies which are in a rural part of Zambia. You cannot just go to Kanchivi and delimitate. First, you need to look at the population which is there. How many people are in Kanchivi? Is it worth cutting into 3 or 2 pieces? First of all, where is the report? Have they given the report to how many constituencies they want to delimitate, or which part of Zambia they want to ensure that these constituencies are delimitated? That is the critical key we are talking about here. You cannot just go to Parliament and amend the law when you don't have something to talk about on the table. First, let them bring the report on the table. We discuss it. We look at the constituencies which are affected. Then from there, that's where the starting point is. How do you go and cut 3 pieces of a constituency where there is a population of 300 people? Is it making sense there, Mr. Samwimbila? Let us be serious with these things we are talking about. It's not about who did the constitution. It's about what is the rush. That is what is on the table here. Why is it that they are insisting to build 7?
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Siame. Let's give a chance to other callers.
Thank you so much. We are listening.
All right, thank you. We'll take one more call and then we give you a chance to respond. Good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
Good morning, sir. Please tell us your name and where you're calling us from. We've got Mr. Samwimbila in studio. Bashmalani from Kowabot. Please be quick.
Good morning, my leader.
Good morning, my brother. How are you today?
Fine. My brother, I'm going to go to the constitution.
Okay, thank you, Bashmalani. Sir, let's take this one call and we can go ahead. Hello, good morning.
Morning. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, sir. How are you?
I'm all right.
We've got Mr. Samwimbila in studio on the Political Podcast. Tell us your name and where you're calling us from.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Mr. Samwimbila, how are you?
I'm okay, sir. How are you today?
I'm right. Lukulu voice on the line.
Okay, please go ahead, Mr. Lukulu voice.
Thank you very much. First of all, those critics who are against Bill 7, you know what I'll just describe? I'll just say they have got sinister motive that they want to do when there will be 2026 elections next year. With that clause which they don't want to talk about, Article 52 in our constitution now, currently now, where it says when any candidate pulls out, whatever situation that will be, maybe willingly pulls out before maybe 3 days elections, there will be no election that will take place. It will mean that therefore there will be another date that will be needed. It's in the constitution. So the Bill 7 is a penny killer. Want to cure that, it becomes a problem. Then you know that there's something wrong there. It's the same, our constitution that we have. It tells us every 10 years we need to delimitate. And delimitation, it hasn't stated the number of constitutions that will be delimited. It's just delimitation. You can even delimitate even 2.
Yeah.
Is not that correct? So why are you asking questions where are not even questions to be asked? Because what I know, after all the process is done, as the Bill 7 now is in Parliament, then the report will come. You want to know how many? You will know how many constituencies when everything is resolved. When the bill is passed, it's now a law. And then now the report will come how many there will be according to the budget and all that logistics. Then you will be told. There's no secret about it. So you want to know now before everything. Bill is still there. It's not yet.
Yeah.
It has to be debated. All the stages should be passed by it. Then from there now, the delimitation report will now come. How many can the government afford to limit it? Is it difficult to understand? So let us support the members of Parliament there, so that bill passes for the sake of harmony, a peaceful elections, for the sake of progress in our democracy, as we are getting to 2026.
Yeah.
So there's no problem there. All the clauses are okay. There's no clause which is poisonous. This is not Bill 10. This is Bill 7. It's different with Bill 10, which has a lot of problems.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So I'll give you a chance to respond. Calls are still coming through, but let's
I'll be
before.
very brief.
Of course.
I'll be very brief because I think Mlenga and the Lukulu voice have answered the other colleagues, that is Siame and Malan.
Mr. Malan,
They have been answered actually. You know, Mlenga brought up a very critical thinking, point. You know, even when Masata was saying, let us establish other districts, people again questions, where will the money come from? Okay, where will the money come from? And it was worse then because they were just pointing at a bush. This is where there will be a district.
Yeah.
And then they had to start all over looking for monies to put up infrastructure.
Yeah.
So that you cannot compare it to paying a member of parliament. You know, just like also saying, we shouldn't start employing people because where will the money come from? We shouldn't employ teachers, we shouldn't employ nurses, we shouldn't employ doctors because we are asking a question, where will the money come from?
Yeah.
So if we are increasing, imagine over 40,000 teachers were employed. So why just increasing even just by less than 50 members of parliament, should that be a problem? The answer is no. Okay? So when you say, again, Lukulu voice has answered. You know, we are not rushing anything. This is a constitutional requirement that at least not more than 10 years, and it doesn't say after 10 years. No, the constitution, our current constitution, says at least not more than 10 years, the boundaries of constituencies should be, you know, checked and revised. Yeah. So when you say which vastness of constituencies are you talking about, you know, population, he was talking about population in Kanchibia or whatever it is. There are two models. One, you delimitate because of population. You may have, let's talk about Mandevu, for example. Yeah. Where we are here should be, this could be.
This is under Mandevu, yes.
Yes. Mandevu. Mandevu, you can actually go around it in a day. Because in terms of distance, in terms of land coverage, it is not that big. But look at how many people are in there.
It's very popular.
You know? the population is too high, and therefore the CDF, that's where now good governance comes in. For us to be able to have good governance, in the first place, I'm answering Siame, who was talking about why doing the limitation. In the first place, why were the constituencies put 156? Is that the way we started during the NIP time? The answer is no. When Zambia, why can't we say, okay, no parliament, no MPs, let us just have a president, because Zambia is one.
Yeah.
Why should we divide Zambia in provinces? Why should we divide Zambia in districts?
Yeah.
Why should we divide Zambia in constituencies? Why should we divide Zambia in wards? This is because of delivery of governance. We need to attend to our leaders, must be closer to their people. And if a constituency is too vast, meaning that leaders, the time to reach out to every corner of the constituency will be a problem.
Yeah.
If the constituency has a lot of people, meaning that whatever resources, whatever investment comes to that constituency, it will not be matching the number of people in that constituency. That's why even wards are at times delimited, because they need to conform. So within a period of 10 years, the ECZ has a mandate. They keep on saying, who is going to determine this? Who is going to determine this? Or can they give us the report? It is not your role, my brother. Let us be in our lane. For example, voting on Bill 7. No matter how much times I'm going to be on radio to talk, I am not a member of parliament that is going to vote. So let us leave these responsibilities to the people that government has employed. We, the people of Zambia, have employed or have given these jobs to do these assignments.
Yeah.
So the issue of the report of which constituencies will be divided, that one is an assignment for the Electoral Commission. And let us trust the process. Those that are there are Zambians, just like you who is talking, like me. The process of passing Bill 7 is a process that is determined at Parliament. And right now the bill is on the floor of Parliament. Let us allow our brothers and sisters that we have given that mandate to carry out that mandate. And believe you me, all of us, we are going to be happy. Don't get to be worried. There is nothing sinister about this Bill 7 or about the limitation.
Yeah.
Everything that is here, it's very good.
Yeah.
Imagine bringing at least 12 youths in parliament on guaranteed seats.
Yeah.
Is that not a good thing?
It's a good thing.
Bringing 20 women in parliament on guaranteed seats, is that not a good thing?
Mm-hmm.
So, let's continue.
Let's continue. We have another caller. Good morning.
Yes, good morning, my brother there in the studio.
Good morning,
Thank you
sir.
very much. Good morning.
Please tell us your name and where you're calling from on the Political Podcast.
Okay, this is Kingsley, the voice of Chamba Valley.
King's the voice of Chamba Valley. Please go ahead quickly, but more callers coming through.
Okay, good morning, Mr. Samwimbila.
Good morning, Kingsley, voice of Chamba Valley.
Thank you very much. What I want to talk about is those people who are saying to say we can do the limitation without amending the constitution. No, to me, I see no sense there, because the constitution is saying we the Zambian people would have 156 constituencies. So why, when you do the limitation, are you not going to have more constituencies?
Yeah.
Than what is enshrined in the constitution? So there is a contradiction there. So you need to amend it automatically. You need to change those when you do the limitation. So there's nothing like it. So that's where this second comes now. You need to do amendment. So you can't do a delimitation without amending anything. So that's where I disagree with those people who saying we can do the limitation without amending the constitution.
Yeah.
It's totally a lie. So let's just tell the people what is needed to do actually. And Bill 7 itself, in conclusion, Bill 7 itself, there's no hidden agenda, and it will not even give you more powers to any president or the executive. No, as being said in the media and the like. So it's giving no power to anyone. That's what I can say, my brother.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
No hidden agenda. I thank you.
All right. Hello. Okay, we've lost that call. Hello. Okay, we've lost that caller. 0955-997-997, that's Zamtel, and then 0979-192-485. We've got Mr. Patrick Samwimbila with us on the Political Podcast, who is, from the Presidential Support, I have to get this right, Presidential Support Program. We've got a caller. Good morning. Okay, we've lost that caller. We've got another caller. Good morning. Hello, good morning. Right. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Samwimbila. This is the headman from Garden, Dr. Proud.
Dr. Proud, I like how you just went straight to my guest without passing through me.
Other people wasamira bakamba kuti ntiangale paunga olopa vitu binangu.
Okay.
Ichi chintu chili na minister wakaena. Kuli minister wa land, kuli minister wa unga, kuli minister wa energy, kuli minister wa agriculture na wa local government.
Yeah.
Kuli na constitution, kuli justice minister. Princess Kasude na yanga na pa constitution. Kuli wa homa affairs wa wakapokora wa masoja aliko.
Yeah.
Reformers. So we can't concentrate on one issue. That's why tianga na constitution. Right now, me Samwimbila ninaita submit kuti nominated member of parliament cross ya PF ikamba kuti we can point. I don't know party anga kapenda mananga na chani wamine wanaita submit. Nominated member of parliament akaleko na kaeria kake. For example, ngati kuli tamuza kuti wazanga donate ku city market wachitako kwatika charity group. Time ya PF nominated member of parliament wanaye kuti agenda lama no constituency na kuchita che debate mu parliament. Ya yupindi nachita propose kuti for example nominated member of parliament tingamuze ko kuti wazanga mboyanga na ko central police olo mwanawasa olo UTH wansini wairo ndiwe president wao kuja. Azinkala ko busy. That is the way to go.
Thank you.
Zipo mwambili wa Samwimbila. My election Africa kutawama tizatenga the UPN. We are not going to cry kati na president kutala. Ilikuli watu bali be president nishiwa hitaya.
Okay, zikomo. Yeah. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, sir. Please tell us your name and where you're calling us from. Be quick with the contribution.
This is Vom Sanje calling you from Kanyama, Central Zambia.
Vom Sanje from Kanyama. Please go ahead. We've got Mr. Samwimbila in studio. Hello?
Hello?
Go ahead, please.
Thank you. Honorable, you are speaking so well.
Thank you, Vom Sanje.
Yeah, we really appreciate you, Honorable. Continue speaking. Information is power. Hivi satana pamene pali bemoya Mungu azafaka mawe yake. Hiyo wamene vilidi. So if there is any room for propaganda, propagandist yavanza faleko zao zola. Let me thank you, Honorable and your government, UPND government, for bringing back, introducing free education. That is the way to go, Honorable. We pange jate nkakira mulo so that both zifika pale kwa kuti at least teach understand my issues. You said when you make up the work here. Articles jabe ali say tini jabe angati ni Bible muri John ni usayo John chapter 1 verse 10 up to 4 kwa vile ngawali say.
Ensure series.
Wa series. But ukambela muntu amena wapela pale dio vajilimba kuti siniviziva sinivifuna na kuvifuna. Kuviziva vamene vilimo ni vichali vamene vapisamo. Wajua kuti we are in a crisis. Tuimuvuta wana Samwimbila. Tuimuvuta ikulu. Presidential candidates vamene vafuna kuyimirira vazitimbanira kuti I want to be a president. Ibamufusa kuti what is there? What is the party for being president? I don't temper journalism.
Very embarrassing.
Very embarrassing. you don't know for many people a party. Very embarrassing.
Yeah.
Very, very embarrassing.
Msanje, be quick so that you give a chance to other callers.
Continue. I write Bill 7 inapita kutara pamene tili pano.
Yeah.
Ili mumanja abantu wena. We were given a chance as Zambians to go and submit things to go.
Yeah.
Even if virtual meetings things to go. Even if ulemba paka paper jado and paka break things to do it. Why should you want to continue to debate if you think it's all?
Yeah. Thank you very much, Msanje.
May God richly bless you.
Thank you very much.
We'll take one last call, Mr. Samwimbila, and then give a chance to you so that you can conclude, and then we can finalize as well.
Hello?
Good morning. Welcome to the Political Podcast, and tell us your name and where you're calling us from.
Munsanje, but then not the Munsanje Kapilipil, Honorable. This is Munsanje, common known as Wake North Sweat, calling you direct from Foxdale.
From Foxdale, Msanje Wenangu. Please go ahead.
Munsanje, not Munsanje Bakupaka Pilipili, no, this is Wake.
Okay. Please go ahead.
No Sweat, Munsanje Tukuta. G7 Famene Ira Pamanje. Example, Ninga Pate, Milifika Musano, Sunda Pate D compound. Tifaka Uria. So, kiliku moja na umoja, kuenda kuli MP wake kuenda umoja, bili mdi7 ni Fabiano ukaivotere, bili mdi7 boipa ukaivotere. The majority famene vakana, if you ask you one by one, you can challenge mdi7, baza kuzani time, meaning ni bino, in time kanja mene mafoni. From what I mati kwenye ngono kutoka pa wano fika pa chini, kitu kanga understand uti, niyo ipa brand base, ati kwa ina poison kaba kie mchunga mdi7. Ile ni support against, ati kwa nini niyo pamani. Article 52 iji article kuzanga na president kusogoro whereby azala kutoka pampando muyayaya to a direction anga ulipile muntu cheko kama tino ili samukosa kanu open chipani lakini DC baby kirai to a dipaja kwa my direction kama tukani ukidoka ndio napata drama atika for 3 months again for 3 months karasi ino mwili drama muzankara mwili drama so iji article 52 please tufunika by mende hapo one of bamene bacha bari against ask them much ni ati koina poison kuja nene bazako uzani konyo kwa imoja otherwise be 7 in your pick mweti dai votera na baka kufusa waipo na MP wangu.
Thank you very much, Msanje Weki. Yeah, go ahead and most of them obviously just contributions, but make your comment, then I can maybe ask.
Very intelligent contributions, and I'm learning a lot from the callers. We thank you. First of all, Dr. Proud. Dr. Proud Vakamba, talking about separation of, I wouldn't say separation of powers, but separation of responsibilities.
Yeah.
Because the moment I say separation of powers, then I'm referring to parliament, judiciary, and executive.
Correct.
But I'll say separation of responsibilities. First I think we had Kingsley, voice of Chamba Valley. Yes, he was also supporting the issue of the Bill 7. Then we're proud said, look, we can't sit, because people are saying the energy you are putting in the Bill 7, put it in electricity. How?
Yeah.
They want us to start discussing articles in electricity. The answer is no. And they want us to pause with everything and all of us go into energy. Are we all professionals in the energy? The answer is no. So there are people that are employing, that are drawing a salary. Theirs is just to craft laws. We need to give Parliament, that is their job. We cannot tell Parliament to go and invest in energy. No. Parliament, give them the laws. Let them enact laws.
Yeah.
So let Parliament go ahead. Let Minister of Justice go ahead. Minister of Agriculture right now, their duty is to distribute seed. They have not stopped. They are not concentrating on the bill.
Yeah.
Them, they are giving seed and fertilizer. So all of us, can we do our own thing in our own way? Okay? Just like the body. The parts of the body, if the hands will say, no, for now let's concentrate only on the legs, then we are getting somewhere, the body will not function. So a government or a country is like a body. All the parts must function and must be given equal time to do their responsibilities. So right now, the electricity issue is being handled.
Yeah.
Load shedding issue. You will not see Minister Makoso Chikote coming and start debating the constitution heavily on radio. He will come and talk about how many megawatts are coming in. So everything is being given equal attention. So there is no rush on Bill 7. That's why the president took his time, deferred the bill, appointed a technical committee. The technical committee went round and got submissions. Others boycotted. And this is where I become sad. When people that chose to boycott, not to submit to the technical committee, now today they are saying, no, you withdraw the bill. So what do they take of us who submitted? What do they think of their friends that went to submit? 11,800 submissions. What do they think of that? So can we give each other the respect as fellow Zambians? Don't speak too much because I'm NGOCC, because I'm Laz. Let me be the one speaking too much and just stop everything. Everything must stop at them. No, they must be considerate. And then I'm happy, proud, said, submitted to the committee suggesting that nominated members of parliament must also have some portion of activities they should do. Well, that's a good proposal. Yeah. Let's see how it goes. Yeah. Then Womusanje talked about, this Bill 7 where it has reached. And he just really supported and he emphasized and gave correct examples. Let us allow Parliament to perform their role. Yeah. Ours is to support Parliament. And then I tie in with Weki also, who gave rather something very, very critical. At every stage, can we get to progress? Because today we cannot be talking about withdraw the bill. No. We have passed the stage of decompound. Yeah. We are now at urea time when soon we'll be harvesting. Yeah. And the bill will be passed. So this time now, let us talk to our members of parliament to go through item by item in the bill. Which one are they saying this one is no? The select committee has been receiving, I'm sure they are still receiving up to this coming Saturday, they are still receiving submissions even at parliament. Can we go and submit to say, okay, maybe this one, let the wording be changed like this. Yeah. Let this be changed like that. That's a stage where we are. We are not at the stage of saying, no, which one is going to be divided. No, we are at the stage of the bill passing the first reading, the second reading, third reading, and then the vote. Reading is this weekend, I think. On Monday. Yeah. Then next we are going to have the parliamentarians voting on this bill. Yeah. And then we just want to plead with the conscious, to their conscious, that's parliamentarians. This is a national document. It's not a UPND document. So all the independent members of parliament, all the PF members of parliament, and our friend from Nalolo, I think, and is it the other one for Nyimba? Yeah. These members of parliament, please, can you rise above partisan politics and can we, for once, unite and pass this bill? It's not good to say, no, us is just to be shooting down bills, like the way we are hearing from the NGOCC and the Oasis Forum. Yeah. It's like they are specializing in just shooting down bills. No, we shot down Bill 10. So we are also going to shoot down this. No, you are doing disservice to the Zambian people. Yeah. Let us allow this bill go. It has serious progressive articles that will help Zambia develop and give us good governance and also improve on our democracy. Yeah. Mr. Samwimbila, in a minute, I'd like you to just close as we wind up the show. So that you can maybe send a message out. I know maybe you can just summarize. I know you've probably already done that. Yes, thank you very much. I wanted just to say something that usually whenever I'm on radio, TV, or even on my Facebook, I title my message as Zambia is destined for greatness with President Hakainde Hichilema. Yeah. Zambia is destined for greatness with Bali. And this I mean it. Believe you me, the foundations of development have been laid. The work that President Hakainde Hichilema and his team have done in reconstructing the economy to where we are, what has remained is just harvesting. Yeah. It's like a farmer that goes tilling the land, planting, weeding, and making sure that the crop reaches maturity. Yeah. All that has been done. If it was a house, I would say we are at window level, or even at lintel, we are about to roof. And the Zambian people, can you just trust President HHC is going to deliver for us, and let us give him another resounding victory come 2026. By the end of his term in 2031, I can assure you, Chomba, I can assure all the Zambians here, I speak as a professional.
Yeah.
I speak as an experienced person. I speak as a cadre. I speak as somebody that has really seen the direction where our country is going. We have seen so many investors, so many countries, so many economies, major economies coming to do trade and business with Zambia. That is what we needed like yesterday. And this is what HH has done. And let us give him his next 5 years. Zambia will never be the same again.
Indeed, and interesting. Mr. Samwimbila, thank you so much for coming through to the Political Podcast.
Pleasure is mine.
Yeah, hope to have you again.
I look forward to come back.
You will come. You will come. You will come back so that we can. Obviously, when you get into election season, perhaps even after the Bill 7 debacle is done.
Is over. Yes,
yeah, I'd like to have you back.
Yeah, before I just cut here, may I also just say we are in the festive period.
Yes.
I want to wish Zambian people a Merry Christmas and a happy 2026, a prosperous 2026. Even management here and the staff here at Power FM, I want to wish you a beloved December. Please take care of yourselves and enjoy.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. That was a Political Podcast with me, Yowela, here on Power FM at Powerhouse Media. Of course, thank you so much to the callers. There are calls still coming, would you believe it? I'm just ignoring the calls, but sorry for that. Look forward to my next guest, which is next week, Wednesday. Otherwise, we had Mr. Patrick Samwimbila, who is the UPND Presidential Support Program Director, Commissioner Media, with us this morning, who came through, talk about some of the scores of the party. Thank you very much. Have a good day, and that's it from me.
Thank you.
This has been the Political Podcast.